I'm back, and mic should be right because I reconnected it. I think when I, yep, it's fine. It's weird. It kind of like autoplays. It still shows broadcast ended on my phone, but it still works. But I refresh anyways. Took me like a little over 5 minutes because I had to went and got me Pedialyte mission, went and got and used the bathroom too. So I'm good now. Got my Diona C6 team.
I wasn't waiting for you.
I wasn't waiting for you. Yeah, I'm not waiting for you guys to come back. I just happen to be resting. Oh, that's funny. Whoops. So I was thinking I'll do some more of the Genshin card game event that we got, and but I want to do who? Don't know you. As if I'm going to accept even if I do know them. But I want to see what happens here. I'll do more of the card game later. Cause I'm very curious. And thanks, Mandy. Welcome back to you too. I'll turn the Diona. I'll turn the music down when I get to the story. If I need to. If it's too loud. I put doing the card game like in the title before I said the arc because oh well. Yeah, we came all the way here from Sumeru City, can you believe it? Good thing for waypoints, but I wonder, like, mechanically, if we just took a waypoint here, or if we traveled all the way back here.
Ah, it's been a while.
Pardon me, I'd like to ask a question if I may. Yeah, if you... For those who was here last time, which I'm pretty sure is just Purple Mandy and maybe 6 lurking... Yeah, but if anyone else is lurking and doesn't want spoilers, mute right now. But last we left off, Scaramouche apparently erased his existence from Irminsul, so now we're seeing like the after effects of that. Pardon me, I'd like to ask a question if I may.
Of course. Go ahead.
About the riding Gokuden.
Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Amenoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The
Is that
art
different
of forging
from what we
practiced
remember?
by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5
how to change
branches
the past?
diverged from one another, as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions.
Okay, but what's changed? Is there anything changed? A lot of this I didn't even know to begin with, so I'd like to know if it changed.
And for a
Hopefully
long time,
they know at least.
only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive.
Okay, that sounds
But
accurate.
fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden 5.
Okay, so
If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
okay, yeah, that's accurate.
Oh yeah, we were. Paimon remembers that now.
So I feel like you would have to do the Kazuha story quest before doing this quest.
We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then too. It seems like such a shame.
What was the reason behind their decline?
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed.
Oh yeah? How so?
In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokunin, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale.
Let me turn the music down.
The Raiden Gokunin were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace.
Okay, so this is
One brave
the same thing that
swordsmith
we was talking about
heard the commotion
before.
and chose not
What
to flee,
changed?
but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara
Okay,
clan.
so
Knowing that they had just one chance
That's
to
still
save
the same?
countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but
I assume maybe the
neither of
swordsmith
them made it
is,
out. Dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes.
since they don't know his name, maybe
His
he's
orphan son was
they
left
know
to
that
fend for himself.
exists from the
and grew
story,
up
maybe?
deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty Shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and
Wait,
save
is
him.
that Scaramouche or somebody else?
Powerless,
I would think
and
it's
destitute.
Scaramouche, but
the only
must be
legacy he had to
somebody.
pass on to his
you
children,
shouldn't know that
was
if
his
that's about
hatred.
Scaramouche.
generation after generation,
Or
bore
they
this
just
grudge.
don't know who it's
Living
about. They
in
just
utter
now
misery.
he's just a
Alas,
unknown person in the past.
If only the story could have ended there. But 100
Like
years ago,
maybe they arrested
the then
the
head
memory
of
of
this
him,
family
but not of
reached
what he
the
did.
end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokunin. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent up anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan, which he belonged to. His goal was absolute,
Dang.
the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokunin. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
The Legends of Arkendoken has changed. Someone else attacked this swordsmith. Is it someone else or is it just him, but the memory of who he was is gone? Just not what he did. Looks like the Bow did something or so, but it seems Niwa still died.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Have you seen Kazuha recently?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea.
I mainly want to do
He
this
seemed well.
so I can get some more done, so I'm not getting spoiled when I'm scrolling Twitter. Sure, so he still exists. So he's the same Kazuha I know. Things will seem as bad as I feared last night. Yeah, I think you might have been over-exaggerating. That's all. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
I'd like to see him though, to ask him about the stuff.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon.
Sure I can't, Paimon. I'm definitely not
On to the next
not
stop.
telling you something.
Lead the way, traveler. Paimon will be right behind you.
I love that it's so loud in the ear of the headphone that I'm listening to. Like, I'm listening to the playback also, but the first headphone, like, the game is so loud that I don't have it fully plugged into my ear, the headphone, and yet it's the same volume as it is as I hear on stream. Go to the Yashiro Commission. So I guess we're not going to talk to Kazuha. I guess maybe we don't know where he is. He's hard to track. He is a wanderer as well as, of course. Yeah, another wanderer. There's so many wanderers. Yes, Diona, we know you hate rain.
Here! This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Traveler, it's been a while.
Wow, your voice does not fit your appearance. But that's okay.
If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate. They're not here right now.
Are they out on business?
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
Thank you. We'll take you up on that offer. It is raining. We should probably get inside. Can we take a walk in the courtyard?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the Commissioner, Miss
Yeah, the voice isn't
Kamisato,
fitting.
I think it should be okay.
We'll be heading in then.
Normally these kind of guys have like a big, like, rough and rough, tough voice, but this guy sounds like he sounds like I look small and timid. May I ask you a couple questions?
Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. Miss Kamisato has told me about...
How are the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato these days?
Oh, they're both very well.
Regardless of the whole
indeed.
Scaramouche situation, I'd love to know about
Miss
what they're doing
Kamisato
these
has been
days.
rather busy attending all kinds of meetings and occasionally paying
Sounds like
visits
some
to
small-
some local organizations on the Commissioner's behalf.
That's cool.
As for the Commissioner himself, well, you know, busy as ever. That much hasn't changed. Although, he does seem to be in a rather good mood these days.
Why is that?
So pretty much business as usual on the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Yeah.
Very much so.
Okay, so not much has changed, but not that they would know if anything changed. Yeah, there's no changes there. I can see nothing changed in the Yashiro Commission either. I was expecting as much, but it's still a big relief to know the Kamisato siblings are both safe and well.
Well, got any more questions?
That's all for now. Many thanks.
You're very welcome. In fact, I would love nothing more
I kinda wonder what
than
he
for
thinks
you
would have
to
happened.
come and visit more often. But I'm sure you
I'm a little
must
small
be
brain right now.
far too busy to have time for that.
Yeah,
Miss Kamisato
I'd
talks
visit
about
characters
you
in this game
all the
more often if I
time.
could.
She seems so thrilled to have you as a friend, and she's always saying how talented you are and how much she admires you.
Is that so? I guess so crushing on the Traveler, on me. That sounds so nice. It's actually making me blush. Wow. Ayaka's very nice too.
I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here. So you're not just Miss Kamisato's knight in shining armor, you know. You're a hero to us all.
She would love me to be her knight in shining armor, and I would love to be, but I'm more. I love Hu Tao much more. I want to be Hu Tao's Knight in shining armor. I'm flattered. I'm very flattered. Very
I
flattered.
mean it.
Exactly, Mandy. It's very cute, and it's got me all blushy just like that.
Whenever the commissioner dines at home, Toma always joins him. I always find myself at my most relaxed when I'm serving the two of them and listening to them chat away.
Aw.
The commissioner has such a busy schedule that he doesn't always have the chance to take his meals at home. But given the opportunity, he always prefers to dine here. They say
I see.
it's because Toma's a much better chef than most.
Better than Ayato, you mean?
So
The commissioner.
fond of home
You can tell your
comfort.
voice. I'm blushing so
They
cute.
get
Thank
to
you, Purple.
talking about you sometimes too, you know. Always with a very fond tone. The way one would talk about dear old friends around whom one can truly be themselves.
As low as she's
Miss
talking, she almost sounds like she's
Kamisato
singing.
occasionally joins them as well. Whenever the whole family gets together and they start talking about people they've met and experiences they've had, you always get a mention.
The way she's talking, it kind of reminds me of like
Many
MJ
years
does like a
now
sing mode where
since
she
the late
sings
Mr.
and
and
as she
Mrs.
talks.
Kamisato passed away. Much has happened in the Kamisato clan in that time. One
And
who
it's
is
so funny every
old
time
and gray enough to have
Ayaka,
watched
I always get
their
mentioned because of
son and
Ayaka.
daughter
She's
grow
always
up.
talking about. She can't get me
It
off her
makes
mind.
me so
She's so in love with
happy
me.
to see them meet a dependable friend whose company they enjoy so much. So,
Aw.
in the future, if you ever do have the time, please know you are always very welcome at the Yashiro Commission headquarters. There will always be at least one old lady who would be delighted to have the pleasure of your company.
There'd also be Ayaka, but yeah. Thank you. The people of the Kamisato clans are very dear friends to me.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Paimon likes it here too. Also, you were saying something about the food here being really great.
Paimon, really?
Paimon's itching to try it. We may just have to invite ourselves around for dinner sometime.
Invite ourselves for dinner.
Paimon meant we should come pay a visit again real soon.
She does sound like she's thinking of it.
Ideally around dinner time.
Yeah.
Of course. You're always welcome.
Alright, goodbye for now. We're,
Just don't mind me. Just gonna invite myself to your dinner.
Great! Goodbye, ma'am!
Paimon
Don't
be
worry,
like-
we'll see ourselves out.
Yep.
All right then. Take care now. Hope to see you soon.
Hungry Paimon, I know,
Oh,
right?
Are you two leaving already?
Yep, everything's taken care of now. Don't worry.
Very well.
The voice acting
travels.
they're doing with
Goodbye.
these NPCs lately is so funny. What? Oh, Totoro Tales. Oh no, I still haven't finished Totoro Tales. The do I have to finish this whole quest before I can continue the... I'm gonna do this on all my accounts now if I want to continue the Archon quest, I think. We'll see. Maybe it's just... I gotta get him, like, it usually takes, like, a day for the quest to restart. Because I have to come back, like, every day. Or at least, I don't always do it every day, but each time I've did the quest, it's always taken a day for it to come back.
That stretch feels good.
Let's go talk to... This ain't gonna have voice acting, though. All you guys plan the route inside. Can be in earnest. Have to avoid the Fatui. Bulky, and gotta investigate it. How much more of this do I do? I'm not an expert at fixing roads, you know. don't have to restore them to, well, perfectly our villages. Grab wood from nearby, okay. Alright, collect planks. Oh no. Oh no, I can't switch teams. The D6 challenge. I can't tank the healing with Chi-Chi. Okay, I was like, where's the... I could just do this though. I'm gonna ignore them. A few. Oh god.
No, my sword!
Let's go.
This is all the off healing that I can do.
Think you can bully me?
Oh, I should have grabbed this while I was here, but I didn't see it. I gotta go up there somehow. Wanted to make sure I had stamina. Oh no. Times like this is when I need Kuching. But I don't have her C6. Although, of course, if I, what would you look at this? If I die, that means the challenge failed, so I could switch teams then. Oh, I don't know why I always think I have to mine those. Wait, how do you get up there? Oh, that's how. Ow. Is that shielding me? Oh, I see.
Shaken and stirred.
I don't think this is stopping anything. Using Diona's shield. There's a thing here. Or protect Xavier? Okay, let me get out of here. You gotta do it too? Yep. I think you started on it at least, didn't you? But I've had to do this so many days, so it might take you a bit. I wonder if CC did this. Because if not, this would be a nice quest to co-op with. Here, are you thinking all the things cause happy, understand? What is the mess lunatics are? Infiltrate the core, extract the core. Shove into some regard causes accidents all flying. Oh no. A creature might serve a marriage when we do that. Worst case scenario, let you serve my No. Get a hold of yourself. Would the game over? No. It won't be that it won't be that dramatic. Get a hold of yourself. Go well? Yeah, please go well. Hey, free Prima gems. There we go. I'm probably not done with that quest, but I got it on pause at least for now. You started this a bit? Yeah. Yeah, I remember helping you with it a bit. In co-op. Back when we could actually co-op. When you had your PS4.
Well, here we are. But
I think.
what are we looking for? Something? Or someone.
Paimon just out of the loop here.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the traveler and Paimon?
Ah, nice.
Xavier? What are you doing
Xavier.
here?
I was in the general area, and now I'm in this specific
Normally
area.
I pronounce the name
that's
Xavier.
me. So what about you two?
Xavier.
We have some questions
Maybe it's
and thought you might be
pronounced
able to
differently,
help.
like, because this is like, this country's like Japan, so maybe, but then again, he doesn't look like he's from Inazuma. I don't know. Oh. My mom's back. I'm gonna go, see what's up. BRB. Sorry about that. I'm back. Though I'll probably end in like 15 minutes. Cause my mom's back, and she wants to hang out with me, and so we can play some games together. And so I'll end like 15 minutes. Do you know anything about
Certainly
Tadosuna?
do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth.
Although if I have the
If
chance
there's
later, I
anything
might
you want to
stream, but
know, just ask away.
I don't know. But it'd probably be really late and probably not a good time for some people. How would you understand the history of the area?
Like the back of my hand. Make no mistake, I have been here a good many times before. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all true, the history here.
Okay, go on, I'm listening.
Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? The tale of
Yeah.
Tatarasuna starts a long time ago.
That's cool, yeah, I definitely spent time
I'm
with it.
told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation. Goes back around 1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
Yeah.
A couple? When exactly?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either. There was a guy back then too. They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade.
Yeah, but that
It
was...
seems like the technological collaboration
That guy was a
between
fake.
our
He
two
was an
nations
imposter.
goes back a
Who's the
long
doctor?
way. How about that?
Mechanic, huh? Looks like the doctor still sabotaged the furnace, leading to all this
Won't you
ensuing chaos.
ask Xavier something about Tatarasuna? Come on, ask already.
I am. I almost feel like the audio is a bit loud. Like their dialogue, they're talking and my talking is about the same level. But as long as they're not overpowering my talking, I guess that's fine. Oop. Sorry about that. I'm gonna.
I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today.
This one, you
Feels like
say?
we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
I know, right?
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire for historical knowledge?
Pretty much. So can I ask one more question?
Sure, go ahead.
Have you ever heard of Kabi Kimono connected to Taradosuna?
A kabuki mono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word. Inazuman for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually.
I'm not sure about that.
But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything to do with a kabuki mono where Totara Suna is concerned.
So there's no more Kabukibuno. Does Valde really manage to erase himself from history completely? If so, he must have wanted to change the world and revert everything back to the way it was. But so far, it looks like the majority of changes have only affected himself. So, if he was trying to do that, that's actually, in a way, it's a good, like, that's good that he was wanting to do that, even if it would have probably had, it could have had a bad, turnout, even if he had good intentions.
Don't mention
for
it.
once in his life.
Oh, we're leaving? Okay, bye, Xavier.
Oh, you're most welcome. More than happy to help. Farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for.
Time to go back and see Lesser Lord Kusanali. I'm
Sure,
gonna talk to her,
but
and then I'm gonna
what's up
end.
with you today? Whatever it is, it seems like it's really troubling you. Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter what
Aw.
happens, Paimon will always be there for you.
Thank you, Paimon.
Hey, don't mention it. Alright, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
This finished part of the quest. There's probably a good time to a good stopping point, but I did not click on the wishing screen. I clicked down to the other map. Does seem like he wanted to do good there. Yeah, I really like that Paimon just said that, because earlier I saw like a psychiatrist for some mental issues, and plus I want to be validated by one, so I could, when I apply for like social security disability, that could be one of the things. Plus other health issues like my acid reflux, having to drink Pedialyte all the time, or be sick, and my pills, or be sick, and eat bland food every 2 hours, or be hungry. So it's not like I can work or anything. I'd have to eat like every 2 hours, or and when I get really hungry, my stomach hurts and I can barely walk. So that's I didn't even mention that to them. And since I was talking about that with the psychiatrist and my mom was there, she's feeling bad about all that. Feeling bad for me. And,
What else do I need to create the most dreadfully disgusting?
that's why she wants to spend time with me. Because she always talks about how she's always there for me, and as a mother should be, and stuff like that. And
Let's go.
it makes me happy when people always when they say that, and actually prove it, like you guys do. And that's why that really made me happy when Paimon said that.
Hey, it's them!
It's us, yeah, what about us?
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Who's that? Oh, it's those two from earlier in this quest. You still talking about the essay?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
We have
Okay.
time. What do you want to talk to us about?
Sure, I have time, so I like my mom's waiting on me.
It's the same topic we discussed last time. Obviously.
Wait. This
Still
thing's...
looking for more info about Tatara Suna, huh?
The info should change
Should
this
we join
time now,
them?
though. Yes. Perfect, these two have researched Tatara Suna's past. Let's hear what they have to say.
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress.
The article that you let me read last time, can I read it again?
Oh, of course.
Maybe I should have actually read it, because now it's not gonna be the same. I'm not gonna know, because... Is this bolded because it's the different part?
I presume you'll want to read mine as well. Here.
Yeah, I guess. Huh. I don't see, like, the significance of any of that. But he'll probably break it down. The content has changed. Another effect of tampering with the information in our soul. What changed? Summarize it for me, please. The Balladeer said he'd erased 2 of his names. If it really succeeded, it must have taken all of his might, but still...
Well, what do you think?
A masterpiece.
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how you wish you could gather more information about all this? Well, we just got back from Inazuma. So how about we tell them what we learned?
Sure.
What did you find out? Something big?
It's a long story.
Yeah.
Basically, we have some friends in Inazuma, and...
And it's gonna skip past it, and, yeah. Thank you.
Wow. So many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Love it when it does this. We just skip
so
past all the
comes down
filler.
to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Amanoma clan, you say?
Yep,
I
but
guess it must
they
be
don't know
true.
who that is.
Ugh.
So
there's
the
no
one man
ghost story here after all.
is obviously
This new
Scaramouche, but nobody
information
remembers him. They
actually
just
lends further
know
credence
that
to
there
my
was somebody.
hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen
So
as
maybe-
having an incredibly prestigious role in society those days, to the extent that harming them was conceived of,
I think it-
at least by the perpetrator,
I think
as a
part of
way
it,
of
Lodge, is-
exacting revenge against those in
It's
power.
hard. It
Yes,
feels like it's
okay,
hard to hear
point
me
taken,
and them
you're
at the
right.
same time.
But that doesn't mean I can't carry on with my
We're
novel.
talking over each other.
And they're back at it. These guys are really into this.
We got some things to take care of. Bye for now. I'm gonna keep it
I'm
that
so
at
sorry.
this volume
Look at
though.
us, prattling on about our projects and ignoring you. Thank you so much for the information.
So I take mine not to talk over them,
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything else.
because if I talk over them, I'll miss what they're saying. So I'll keep it this way. So it feels like maybe Scaramouche just didn't have enough power to like erase himself to completely change history. Like change the events that happened. The events happened, just his role in it was erased. So I'm gonna talk to Nahida, and then I'm gonna end and spend some time with my mom. I'll probably still be on Genshin though. Like I'll probably bring the laptop in to play some Genshin. Maybe. This music is always like kind of
Nahida, we're here!
Traveler,
spooky.
Paimon, how have you been?
I wonder if Nahida
Paimon
remembers.
hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting and chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And then he decided he wanted to go to Inazuma.
I was investigating the situation with the Balladeer, but does Nahida remember?
The Balladeer? It sounds like some kind of code name.
Nahida doesn't remember either. Oh no.
You look troubled. Is there something you need to tell me?
Oh no. Even Nahida doesn't remember, just like last time. Any changes to Irminsul affect her as well. The Balladeer acted quickly. He finished erasing himself before Nahida could stop him. I'm the only one who still remembers the things that were erased. Once again, I am the record keeper.
Traveler?
Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
There are things that have happened that only I can remember. I have to tell you the truth. A big story that's being scattered from time. Just about Scaramouche or even Rukavada. There was once named Baldir, created by the Electro Archon. He was a puppet who lived among men. After a series of events in Terrasune, the Baldir, thinking that he had been thrice betrayed, left Inazuma to roam the world beyond. With no trust for humans, and only loathing for the gods, he bore his grudge for years as he grew in strength, then returned to Inazuma to take his revenge. He tried in vain to become a deity with a gnosis and ended up losing everything. Finally, he entered Irminsul and learned the truth behind his betrayal. Knowing now that his entire life is built on lies, he did the unthinkable in an attempt to reverse his tragic fate. Which I wonder how it affected the whole situation that happened here with Sumeru also. We should ask about that. Hopefully he does.
That's quite a story.
Mm-hmm.
So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past.
Yeah.
But how was he even able to do that?
As the Traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it. Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul, the world would change to reflect the new reality.
Yeah, basically,
So,
like
even
what happened
if
to
this
Madoka
person
Magica.
really
Like,
existed,
literally.
And we just don't remember him because... well, because he literally changed the world?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through it. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you
It was
think
buffering
about
for a
it.
minute. I was trying to pause it, but I couldn't. You could say that again.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it?
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that.
I am not really sure. I think maybe he actually felt bad that everything that he did was based on a lie. All the bad things he did was based on a lie. So maybe he wanted to reverse what he did. Maybe he actually had good intentions behind it. But it didn't change much, so if he finds that out, he's gonna be mad again. We're enemies after all. I don't know his perspective on all this, so I can't say why he did something so extreme. I mean, I pretty much had a good guess. Did he want to reset everything, or save someone? Or did he want to completely undo his existence? Everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once for all. Maybe that's all there is to do to it. I still remember the question he asked. He asked me specifically, and my hesitation gave him his answer. I hesitated because I witnessed Greater Lord Rudavada erase her own existence, but I can't tell Nahida that. To put it another way, I know why the Balladeer was sure it could work, but I can't tell them that.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share?
Yeah, so when I thought about that, he saw that and he's like, oh, someone else did this also. They erased themselves. I'll do that too. He chose such a radical option, and yet...
It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right?
Yes.
Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again.
Yeah.
He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to try. The story makes sense. Every part of it.
He's trying to pull Subaru. He's trying to pull like Homer or
tried
Madoka.
to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was
Except he didn't
unsuccessful,
succeed.
but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left.
Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return.
Yeah, he changed the world in many ways, and yet the dead still didn't get a second chance. Those fated to a tragic end could not be saved. What exactly did he want to fight back against? The betrayals in his life? Or did he wish he never existed at all?
Please wait a moment.
Just like the
I wanna
song
check
Scaramouche
something.
is referencing. Okay.
Found it. This should be the one.
What is that?
It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us.
Really?
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner.
In the corner where? In your brain?
You should take a look.
Okay. Surprising information presented to you in a way that resembles a fairy tale.
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
This matches everything I said.
I authored this record myself.
So you can just think it becomes like that?
You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the Balladeer?
When combined with the Traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else.
Is that so?
Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
Yes.
Past.
Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabuki Mono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact.
So she did that
Changing
before.
the information in Irminsul
Before she...
changes to that.
I think maybe she... Before the Balladeer's existence was erased, she probably did this as a precaution measure, but now she doesn't remember that. But she's guessing it. Yeah.
But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance.
And yeah, it sucks they
I
got saved.
guess I must have written this story as a backup before the Balladeer entered Irminsul.
Love that I say it right before she says it.
That's incredible! What a great idea!
And sending the Traveler into Irminsul with the Balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew he'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one he told us. The now erased life of the Balladeer.
And now what?
There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends.
Okay.
The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree, who had been abandoned by the humans.
We carved from the wood.
The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender, and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours,
I'm getting vibes from
still one
the
of us.
red ogre and blue ogre story.
Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure.
Dang.
the monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed.
The monster isn't
Take
Scaramouche,
this,
the kitten is.
quench the flames, and die for your fox kin." The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived.
The monster is the Torre.
It left that side of the mountain
more
and found
sense.
a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after.
I was like, huh, this doesn't make sense to Scaramouche's story.
After burying the bird,
But now I get it.
the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
Dang. Yeah, he definitely isn't the monster.
We solved it!
What?
I remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story. It is his very own memories. I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet.
Dang.
This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later use.
Oh, wow.
I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
Ah.
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
The Balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Before he
It is
vanished,
very crazy.
he confirmed an important detail, that Conria was where your twin
So it's
first
like,
came
I think
into
her
this
memories did
world.
come back.
We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own Harbinger.
Never had this feeling for it. It feels like his life is insignificant as a feather. I wonder if he's feeling the same way I did when I like that anxious feeling that I was having last stream when it actually happened, even though I knew it was gonna happen, and I've seen it happen many times with Monica and Ram.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But still, Paimon doesn't like the way it all ended that much better.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the
sometimes the
troubles
answer's
they
not,
face. When you give someone
sometimes you
the
don't want to
truth,
know the answer
you
or
give
the
them a
truth.
chance to choose their own destiny. To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to
I just
act
plugged
on
my
his
other laptop
desire to
in.
disappear must have meant a lot.
Yeah.
Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination. And that is what you have been doing all along.
Yep.
Yeah, Nahita's right. Cheer up. How about we go get something to eat? We can pick up this heavy conversation again later.
Yes, exactly. I'm gonna go hang out with my mom.
Good idea.
Thank you,
Paimon,
Nahida.
why don't you take him out for a walk to clear his head?
You got it. Come
Yeah.
on, Traveler. You need to get out of your head for a while. You'll feel much better after taking a walk.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits.
Okay.
It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer you up.
Thank you, Paimon. That means a lot. I really like the let me heal.
Special.
I like the character development that Paimon's been getting in these quests lately. Is anyone else in need of heals? Xingqiu was. Perfect. Like, we tease Paimon, and there's some times where and we tease her, but that's what friends are for. You can tease each other and have funny little disagreements, but you're always gonna be there for them, no matter what. And that's even with family too, at times. Yeah. But thanks for coming to the stream. I'm gonna leave this music. It's really nice, but it's kind of creepy. And it's got me on edge. The music and everything that's happened. We'll find out more of that, and we'll play, I guess not playing any of the card game unless I stream in like a couple hours or so. But depends on how long my mom wants to hang out. But chances are I probably won't stream again, so don't count on it. And I know Mandy, you'll probably go to sleep within a few hours. But I'll see you guys next time. Play more of the card game, and I'll pick up this after that. And is there anything else I gotta say? I was about to start saying the same thing again, and I'm like, wait, hold on. What else do I say? If Nahida reads Luna, your JoJo character, she might get more PTSD than reading Paimon's mind. Or more from just all this that's happened. Or if she knew what happened with Rukadavada, if she remembered that. Oh, KDZ's messaging me in Genshin. I'm actually about to get off of. I'm not gonna be on this account, but I'll probably pick Genshin on a different account. So hopefully he's not asking for co-op. So I'm just gonna ignore that. But I'll see you guys next time. I'm glad you enjoyed Purple. It was fun doing the self co-op earlier.
I wasn't waiting for you. I just happened to be resting.
Yep, I sure am. I almost wonder if he's in the stream, watching. Yep. I sure am. Next stream. Give him that. Okay. See you next stream, everybody. Bye bye. I'm glad you had fun watching, Mandy.